With practically any term, when the person talks about a negative connotation and makes out that is the core definition, very often they're ignoring a large part, which is the positive or potentially positive, or perhaps even neutral value of a term. They've painted things in a certain way, they have expressed things. It's about emotion, it's not about facts. And so when they talk about judgment, they see judgment as being this horrible, horrible thing because they have had problems with judgment. And as a result, they see judgment as being some kind of terrible thing. But perhaps some judgment is good, and perhaps more judgment than they care to admit. And perhaps what they call judgment is in fact simply opinions by other people. Now, you've judged me. Why is that relevant? Oh, it's because you're negative, and it's not meaningful. These are hollow words and hollow meanings. They hold no great value. You say, a thing is good or a thing is bad. Based on what? Based on your opinion of them, what you consider to be valid or invalid. It seems to be very subjective, doesn't it? And it is. It is incredibly subjective, where people are saying something is of value or not of value based on what they consider to be of value or not. And in that way, they're expressing their bias, obviously, and as a result, they cannot make a reasonable position well felt amongst those people who are beyond their belief. And so, yes, you're just being judgmental, you're just being hateful, you're just being this, you're just being that. And it's like, well, can't I just share my opinion? Can't you be an example of your opinion and why I don't agree with it? Must it come down to the most personal idea of what is good or bad? And when it comes down to critique of you as a person, is my main cut and thrust based around your personal life and some of the worst elements thereof? If it is purely based around those things, then it's merely ad hominem. It's not actually a sound discussion about what is or is not true, or an expression of my opinions and why I do not agree with the other person. But if in fact I'm expressing points which are, far more nuanced than that, or far more developed than that, then is it simply a question of this harsh, hateful judgment? I don't think so.